Hi, I'm Josh Farrell, Wine Director for Wine Express. Excited to have a very special guest with me today. Today I have Ilaria Petito. She's the owner and Managing Director of Donnachiara Winery in Campania. I had the great fortune to be able to visit the winery recently. It's just a beautiful place. Campania in southern Italy is a very mountainous region, and so your vineyards are all high altitude vineyards and a lot of hillsides. The winery is fairly new, right? Established in
2005, and we are in the heart of the three DOCG from Campania, from Irpinia.
Right.
And so we are in Montefalcione, where is the DOCG of Fiano di Avellino, and in Torre Nocella.
Right, so producing the great white wines of this area, the Fiano, the Greco, and the Falanghina, but also the Aglianico grape, which is the grape for Taurasi, which is the great red. Taurasi is, sometimes they call it Barolo of the South, because it's a really important, big, full-bodied red wine, and it sometimes takes years to come around. But Ilaria's wine, to me, was remarkable because it was so wonderfully forward, even as a young wine. Ilaria's winemaker, Angelo Valentino, worked in Burgundy and in Alsace, and he learned some very fascinating techniques about extracting flavors and taming tannins in the red wine. Isn't that right?
Yes, because Aglianico grapes are generally very aggressive because they have so strong tannins. Mm-hmm. So Angelo is trying to make our Aglianico and Taurasi more elegant, right, and smooth, so less aggressive. And he's doing this using a long fermentation and playing with the temperature.
Right, he does a fermentation over almost 3 weeks, where he'll start out at a low temperature around 50 degrees, and then he'll let the temperature go up to almost 80 degrees, and then he'll bring it back down again. And the technique is something that's helping to tame those tannins and still extract those great flavors. So the aromas are rising out of this glass, really pretty, like black plums, black cherries. I get some nice sort of earthy, minerally notes, meaty notes. Mm-hmm. It's very, very typical, right?
It's, I think it's complex and intense.
Absolutely.
But you feel most of the fruity and less the oak.
Right, they age the wine 1 year in French oak barrels to give it some complexity, but not to overwhelm it with oak tannin. So let's taste. So good, and so fruity and forward. I mean, I'm getting really supple tannins out of this wine. It's remarkable.
Yes, I think it's important that we can have a Taurasi which is enjoyable soon. I mean, after the 4 or 5 years necessary for the preparation, right, of this wine, you can really enjoy.
Required by law to be, yes, aged 3 years before release.
Yes.
But the complexity of the wine is remarkable too. I'm getting all these spicy notes, meaty notes, like black pepper and earth, and a lot of that black plum coming through, licorice.
Also prune, I think,
yeah?
Mature, very, yes, mature prune. Yes, berries.
A lot of berries. Really, really nice wine. And you know, if you haven't tried Taurasi, which maybe you haven't, this would be a great one to start with, because it's really going to show you what the wine's all about, and it's not something that's forbidding that you have to wait forever to drink. So thank you very much, Ilaria.
You're welcome. Thank you to you.
Enjoy.